When you went in, it was like a conveyor belt. She never told you what she was going to do, she just started injecting. I was actually embarrassed because it just looked like I had two big boils coming out of my chin.
Fillers. The industry is worth £2.75 billion in the UK. Dermal fillers are everywhere online. But are they always safe? We went undercover to find out. I'm Emily, and I'm investigating the filler industry. Dermal fillers surprisingly aren't classified as a medical substance, meaning that the industry is unregulated. 1,300 complaints have been filed in the UK in the last year, and as it currently stands, pretty much anyone can set up a clinic, and Instagram seems to be used as a gateway to make new business. One of these clinics operating through Instagram is called Miss Hudson's Aesthetics, and I've come to find dozens of online complaints about their services. One said she ended up in hospital with a serious infection, and another said she left with serious bruising and misshapen lips. Based in Manchester, this clinic seems to operate pop-ups all over the world, including Glasgow, and heavily relies on celebrity endorsements from people such as Chloe Khan and Fair Abraham.
We have Miss Hudson, and we're going for the job.
And the owner, Savannah Hudson, shows a seemingly extravagant lifestyle. Lauren is 24 and went to Miss Hudson's at Glasgow Green last year after finding her through Instagram.
The overall clinic was just chaos. It was like a free-for-all. The length of the waiting time was like 5 hours, but you were literally in the chair for less than 5 minutes. I'd already had my lips done before, but I just wanted them a bit fuller, and that obviously never happened because I left with 2 massive lumps on my chin.
I spoke to 7 women in total, and all of them had similar experiences. They waited hours to be seen, they paid cash only up front, and they left with complications. I decided to go undercover with a colleague to see for myself. Monday evening, Glasgow Green.
Hi, I've got an appointment for Emily Brown.
Not a problem. Have you travelled here by car today?
No, we were walking.
Right, okay, we're trying to keep the amount of people in the clinic to a minimum.
The staff are applying some COVID rules, but not everyone is wearing a mask.
Are you guys up for Manchester?
We are.
At the time of filming, Manchester was in lockdown, but staff from this clinic have travelled up for the day and say that tomorrow they are off to do the same in Leeds.
Yeah. Are you sure it's not okay for me to pay at the end once I'm happy with it? I just feel a bit more comfortable doing that. But
We've never really paid at the end before.
They insist on cash only, up front. And possibly in an attempt at social distancing, they apply numbing cream in the street. I speak to customers who tell me they were happy. One woman tells me she would never go anywhere else. Then the owner, Savannah Hudson, comes to give me a consultation in the street. She thinks I'm an unsure 20-year-old and takes me inside for a 20-minute conversation.
it did surprise me a bit that you were taking cash up front. I was told over text that my deposit was non-refundable.
You're more than, if you're this unsure about having it, we would never take your deposit unless we, now last minute, sometimes we would say if you're really unsure then we wouldn't give your deposit back.
She compares their cash up front policy to a supermarket insisting a sandwich is paid for before consumption.
Would you go to Asda, try a sandwich and then pay for it after you eat it?
Mr. Ken Stewart is a consultant plastic surgeon in the NHS and in private practice.
I suspect the biggest risk in this particular clinic is COVID, because they've just travelled up from Manchester, which is in lockdown. Their waiting room's incredibly busy. They've got people waiting out in the street. I'd be terrified in that environment.
I show him some footage of Savannah explaining how the clinic uses a try it to buy it policy around managing the risk of allergic reaction, which in rare cases can lead to cardiac arrest.
Well, if I have a cardiac arrest, I don't want that lady anywhere near me.
Mr. Stewart says the speed of the injections increases the chance of side effects.
If you inject filler very quickly, then it significantly increases the risk of necrosis or embolization or adverse side effects. So these filling products should be injected slowly and they should be injected carefully. This is not like buying a sandwich from Asda. This is potentially serious and business involving risk. But unfortunately at the moment it's buyer beware.
It's cheap, it's easy, it's quick. But before you decide on where to get your filler, bear this in mind. Avoid cheap prices. 1 ml of lip filler should cost anywhere between £250 and £400. Avoid treatment packages. It's more dangerous to have more than one area of your face injected at once. Avoid paying cash up front. only pay a deposit after a proper medical consultation. Ms. Hudson's did not issue a response to the allegations made in this investigation.